How would you like to have a line of people out the door who are extremely excited to pay you thousands of dollars for your high ticket or your premium value offer or program? Now, I don't know how clearly you can imagine this, but what would it feel like to finally not have the stress of having your business or your company stuck at a certain level of income every month? What would it feel like to actually crack six figures or multiple six figures every single month? What would it feel like to actually work less and make more? Well, in this training, I'm going to be sharing with you the #1 way how you can begin to attract those premium value clients who love to pay you thousands, even tens of thousands of dollars. I'm telling you right now from experience, okay? The higher end your offer is, right? The more the client pays, the better client they are. And I'll get into that more here in just a little bit. Now, the first thing you need to know when it comes to getting your first or your next high ticket, or in other words, for the rest of the training, I'm going to use the words premium value, because really that's what we are offering. We are offering premium value programs, offers, services, right? So before you can attract a premium value client, you have to develop a premium value offer. Okay, a lot of business owners don't understand that the reason why they're not able to sell higher ticket programs or premium value programs is because they are emphasizing the wrong thing. Let's come over here to the board and we're going to discuss this in depth. Check this out. When it comes to selling your premium value offer, okay, here's what most business owners do. Most business owners, right, they've got this thing, you know, maybe they got some courses, and then they've got trainings, and then they've got whatever, you know, an in-person event. They've got, they've got group coaching. They've got cheat sheets. They've got, what else is something that people put in their offers like this? They've got a training manual, right? And so here's what most business owners do, okay? Most business owners, I'm going to put my little laser pointer on here. Check this out. Most business owners, here's their prospect, okay? And what most business owners do is most business owners are trying to sell the stuff in the program, right? Most business owners are focused on, look, you're going to get this, and 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 you're going to get this. But the problem is when you approach selling your premium value offer in this way, you are now trying to sell what is valuable to you, because obviously you're the one who's come up with all the courses, right? You and your team maybe are the ones doing all the trainings. You guys are the ones putting on the in-person event. You're the one with the wisdom. So you already know on the back end what the value is, right? But the problem is most business owners, they're trying to sell what's valuable to them, right? Like, hey, you're going to get this, 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 you're going to get this. But what the prospect is really after is on the front end. Okay, so this is the back end. This is obviously what's in the offer. And then this is actually the offer itself / front end. Okay. What this prospect is wanting is not just you're going to get this and you're going to get that and all that kind of stuff. What they really want is they're looking for the perceived value that brings rapid transformation. So the reason why a lot of business owners are not able to sell their premium value offer is because they're trying to get their prospect to understand this is how valuable it is to me. But what you need to do is you need to begin to change and say, look, this is how valuable it can be to you. And I want to underline a couple of ideas here, okay? Number one, the perceived value has got to be high, and they have to have a conscious awareness when they look at your offer on the front end. They have to believe that this offer is going to bring rapid transformation, okay? So here's the thing. If you're taking notes, I want you to write this down. More stuff is not better. Faster results are better. A lot of times business owners, they have no clue, like, well, man, what should I charge? Or how should I put this thing together? And what should we sell? You know, and what's the right price range? And what should we include? The punchline for all of this, okay, if you got nothing out of this video, take this away, okay? Take this piece of information away that I'm going to share with you, okay? It's not more stuff, it's faster results. And if you can put the perceived value on the front end and point your prospects to this is how valuable this is, because there is a rapid transformation in the very thing that you want, guess what happens? Now your offer becomes irresistible, right? And if the offer is irresistible, people are willing to say, you know what? I want the transformation, I want the speed, and here's my credit card, right? Now, of course, just like any other situation in life, right? You're not going to get 100% of your clients to say yes to your premium value offer. Why? Because not everybody is quite ready for that level yet. However, there's a reason why airplanes sell business class. There's a reason why hotels have suites, because there are people right now in your ecosystem who, if you just would make them a premium value offer and don't emphasize what's valuable to you, but emphasize what is valuable to them by increasing the perceived value in how rapid they can receive a transformation, guess what's going to happen? The same way that business class is always sold out, the same way that suites and hotels are always sold out, is the same thing that's going to happen with you and your next or first high ticket or premium value client. So here's the punchline, okay? The only way you're going to increase conversions is by increasing the perceived value. Let's come back to the board here just for one more moment and watch this, okay? A lot of people, whenever they're first starting out in the high ticket space or the premium value space, okay? This is what I did just 5.5, 6 years ago. This is what I thought. Well, man, no one's buying my offer. Let's say your offer is whatever, 10K, okay? Let's say you have a 10K premium value offer. Now, because I didn't understand this, okay, I need to increase the perceived value that brings rapid transformation on the front end. Because I didn't understand that, guess what I did? I did what a lot of other people do. I was like, let's add more stuff, right? So we're going to get this, and then you're going to get that, and then you're also going to get this, and we're going to throw in one of these, and you're going to get the kitchen sink. And the problem with this is, again, you're just emphasizing more stuff. And these people are like, okay, that's cool, but like, is this really going to work for me? So instead of trying to just add more stuff and bogs the people down, like, think about this, like, no one, me or you included, no one is going to be sold by saying, well, hey, you know, join my program. There's only 437 courses that you have to go through, and each of those courses have 112 lessons in each, and there's going to be 87 coaching calls. And like, we don't want more stuff. We want faster results, okay? So if you want to increase conversions, you've got to increase the perceived value on the front end. Because here's something you really need to realize, okay? Your clients, your prospects are not actually purchasing the offer. Think about that, okay? Your clients, your prospects, they're not actually purchasing the offer. They are purchasing the perceived value of what the offer can bring. Back to the board, check this out. Hey, I really hope that you're enjoying the video. I want to invite you guys. I have recently created a free training teaching people how to make money online. My students are literally making anywhere from $5,000 to $10,000 a month, and some of them even make hundreds of thousands of dollars, not in a year, but in a single day. If you want more information on how you can get started, all you need is a phone and a laptop. You can go to digitalproductacademy.org, or you can click the link below in the description. Guys, after you watch the free training, if it sounds like it might be something cool for you to check out, you can book a free call with one of my client success coaches, and they'll be able to help you more. Now, back to the video. So if we take this example, okay, and we say, okay, here's our premium value offer, okay, and then this was the front end, and this was the back end, okay? We are actually selling the front end because here's the thing. The front end, this is what they get with their eyes, and that's a brain, and with their mind, right? On the back end, this is actually when they can experience, they can hold it in their hand, they can go through the modules, right? They can experience the transformation. But why is this so important? Please don't skip over this, man. I'm telling you, if you can just, even just this one little thing is going to change everything for you. If you can increase this value and make it more appealing to their eyes and to their mind, to their heart, you know, might as well put a little heart in here too, because they have to make that decision with their heart sometimes too, right? If you can get these three things, the mind, the eyes, and the heart, to believe the perceived value, then the actual fulfillment of the transformation on the back end is going to be 10 times greater in their experience because they already believe it, they've seen it, and they feel it, right, on the front. So in all actuality, and by the way, before I go any further, right, your offer has to be good, right? You can't just try to put together a junk offer and try to, you know, steal money out of people's pockets just because I'm in the premium value space, I'm in the high ticket space. Your offer has to be good. And one thing I'm always telling my students in high ticket university is that no one buys anything for what it's worth. Think about this, okay? No one buys anything for what it's worth. How do I know that? Because, for instance, let me see here. Let me grab one of these. Okay, I've got some bucks here in my studio. So if I were to say, hey, I have a $100 bill, would you like to buy this $100 bill for a $100 bill, right? And if we were to buy from each other, right, guess what happens? You still have 100 and I still have a $100 bill, right? So the value has not changed. And guess what? If we did it again, hey, would you like to buy this $100 bill? And you say, sure. And we exchange value again, guess what's going to happen? Nothing changes for you, nothing changes for me. And if we did it again, the same thing goes on and on and on. So why am I saying this? Because the point is this. No one buys anything for what it's worth. They only buy for what they think it's more than worth what they think it's worth, right? So what if I were to give you something that was worth $10 to you, and it was also worth $10 to me, but what if I sold it to you? What if I had so much of this thing, even though the actual value was $10, what if I sold it to you for $1? Because I have so much of it, it doesn't matter to me if I sell it to you for $1 or $10. So I might as well sell it to you for $1 because I have so much of it that it just doesn't matter. Here, I will sell it to you. And now you're like, who wouldn't take that deal, right? Like, I will pay $1 for $10 all day long. That's the mindset that you have to begin to step into whenever you are moving into the premium value or the high ticket space. Is your offer, especially like I've been saying for the whole first part of this training, especially the front end of your offer, the perceived value of how rapidly they can get a transformation, that has got to be super high in their minds, their hearts, and in their eyes. For instance, let's come back here to the board and I'm going to draw out a little example of what I'm talking about, okay? So let's say you, okay, your offer is here. Okay, you are selling the offer. Actually, I'm going to do this a little bit different. Watch this, okay? You have all of this knowledge and experience that you can bring to somebody, transformation to their life, okay? It's like a big blob of all the goodness that you and your company can bring to the market, right? And because you have so much of this, if you were to sell, oops, let me adjust this here. If you were to sell this, okay, and you're like, hey, this is only $10. Okay, it's only $10. But for you, I'm gonna hook you up. It's only $1. Guess what? You're gonna be like, woohoo! Yes, I will totally do that. And guess what you're gonna do? You are going to pay the money. That's $1. That's a piece of money, right? Yes, totally. But here's the thing, like, did you get ripped off? Or did this person get ripped off? Well, no one got ripped off because this person paid $1 for something that was worth $10. And because you have so much of this thing, you can easily afford to do this transaction, right? That's exactly how it works when it comes to your high ticket program. What you want to do is when you put together your premium value offer, okay, you want to, obviously on the back end, remember this is the back end, okay, you want to have all the stuff necessary, but you don't want to have too much stuff because, again, more stuff is not better. Faster results is better. So I always tell my students this. They're always like, how many things should I put into my program? How many things should I put into my premium value offer? And my answer is this. You should put into the premium value offer whatever is needed to get the fastest results. Now that might be going through your 5 courses. That might be your weekly coaching or support call. That might be your live event. Whatever it is, it's not that they need more courses, more modules or whatever. Put in the program, put in the product, something that can bring extremely fast, extremely big results. So remember this whole idea of like, nobody just pays for something that it's worth, right? So here's how I like to do it, because people are also asking like, how much should I charge? My viewpoint is this. If this front end perceived value is huge, okay, and they're like, wow, that is amazing, right? I charge according to the minimum value / the minimum transformation I can bring, that I know I can bring. If they jump into the program, if they jump into my premium value offer, and if I know I can bring at least this much transformation, then I'm gonna charge that, right? So if I know I can bring at least $5,000 worth of transformation to them, I'm gonna charge $5,000, even though I know that's the at least. And if they really take action and they go for it, they're gonna get way more than $5,000. If I know I can charge, or if I can bring at least $50,000 worth of transformation to them, I'm gonna charge $50,000. If I know I can bring at least $100,000 transformation to them, I'm going to charge at least $100,000. Because here's the thing, again, if you're able to bring transformation with, if you're watching this video, chances are you already can, because you're already established enough, you have enough wherewithal in your business that people are interested, right? You're making sales, you have a small team, you're going for it. People are interested in what you have to bring to the market. This is just a whole different way to look at it. Like, okay, how else can I bring rapid transformation to people? And when you do this, like, and you might be sitting here going, what, 50,000, 100,000, that's crazy. I sell $100,000 services to my diamond clients all the time, all the time. And more times than not, my diamond clients come to me and they are blown away, because that level of service, that level of transformation that I help bring to their lives, Many of my diamond clients, they'll make that 100K back and more in a lot of times in a single day. You know, a lot of them will make 130,000 in a single day, 120,000 in a single day, 138,000 in a single day. I've personally done 970,000 in one single day with the system that I teach in Diamond. So here's the punchline. Like, if they can make, let's just say somewhere in the middle, let's just say somewhere on the lower end, if they can make $100,000 by running the system that I teach in my Diamond program, if they can make 100,000 every single month for the rest of their life, or as long as they want to keep running that system, then I know I can bring at least $100,000 transformation to their business. So that's why that program is 100,000. Like, I have enough transformation, I could sell it to them, even though they could potentially make millions and millions like I have. I'm going to sell it to them for a fraction of the price because I have so much of this. I know it's worth more, but I can afford to sell it to them at that low price point, because if they take action, if they go through the program, if they run the play that I give them, they can absolutely begin to make at least an extra 6 figures in their business every single month, right? So with all of that to be said, I'm going to share a very quick story with you guys about how I got started with my first premium value offer, and I think it's really going to bring you some value, okay? So let's come back here to the board. Okay, so when I was first starting out in business, this is almost 8 years ago, my core product was 27 bucks, okay? And we had a $27 product. This was my bread and butter product. We sold this all the time. Now here's the problem. The overhead of my company, because we were selling, you know, we were doing okay. I had a small team, we were running some ads, right? But the overhead of my company was $50,000 a month, okay? So here's the math. In order for me to make overhead with my core product, I had to sell over 1,800 $27 products every single month. That's not even to make a profit. That's literally just to break even and make sure all the bills are paid and we can go through the hamster wheel again next month, right? And so it was just mind-blowing to me to think, well, man, is there anybody out there who would actually buy something more than $27? And I think a lot of times business owners don't understand that, and the reason why they don't understand is because they're promoting what's valuable to them. Like I said at the beginning of the training, right? You're going to get this, you're going to get this, you're going to get, no one cares, right? But when I begin to understand, wow, I need to put something that is valuable to my people and then charge them because I know I can bring at least this much transformation, that's where the beauty of this whole system begins to work. So watch this, okay? So I was banging my head against the wall. I was stuck. I really wanted to scale. I just didn't know how, until I began to learn. And actually, here's what happened. I invested into coaching. I invested into a mastermind. I invested into a coaching program. And I paid $155,000 to learn what I'm about to tell you for free here on this training, okay? And so I invested this $155K and I was like, this is crazy, right? So here's what I did. I put together my very first premium value offer, okay? Now I set the price to the biggest number I could have ever thought of in my life. I was like, no one's gonna pay this. This is the most ridiculous, highest amount. I guess I'm just gonna set the price so high that everyone's gonna tell me no, right? And so I set the price, the investment for my first premium value offer. I set it at $5,000, okay? Now again, I had just learned how to do this, so I still didn't even understand what I just taught you on this part. I put together this offer that had everything, like every course, everything, all these calls, all these events, and we're gonna do this and we're gonna do that. And it was just crazy, right? The program I put together was easily like a $50,000 program. I just didn't know. And I was like, okay, It's 5,000 bucks. You know, let's see. Oh my gosh. And I was just terrified. I was terrified to even make the offer. But if you're taking notes, write this down, because the offer you don't make is the offer they can't take. Okay. And so I remember just mustering together all of my courage. I was learning how to do premium value offers. Like, oh my gosh, this is so scary. The highest product that I had in my business at the time was $997. And for me, in my mind at the time, that was high ticket. That was premium value, like $1,000 product. We barely sold any of them too, because I didn't know how to put together premium value offers, irresistible offers. I was selling the wrong portion of the value, stuff that was valuable to me, not valuable to them, right? And so this time I'm like, 5,000 bucks. Now, one of the good things about having to sell $1,827 products every single month was we built this pretty large following, this pretty large list of buyers. I mustered up all the courage I could, and I popped my head into the little room of email, right? The email room, and I said, hey guys, I have this new program, and it's really cool. And then of course, you're gonna get this, you're gonna get this, you're gonna get this, you're gonna just dumb. Right? I didn't know what I was doing. You're going to get all this junk, right? And I was like, anyways, the price is only $5,000. Anyways, let me know if you like it. And if you don't, cool. If you do, cool. I'll just see you later. And I was like terrified, and I pushed send, and I was like, my heart was beating like, this is so crazy. People are going to think that I'm absolutely ridiculously lost my mind. Who in the world is going to pay $5,000, right? And something incredible happened, okay? That day, not that week, not that month, not that year, that day.
Hey, real quick, if you've made it this far into the video and you're liking it, do me a favor, share this video with somebody that you think might also receive some value. My biggest heart in this channel is to simply bring some awareness, financial literacy, and do it all from a biblical perspective. So go ahead and share the video, like and subscribe, do all that stuff too. Back to the video.
That day, the day that I launched my first premium value offer, I did it wrong. I was new. I only had just hired my coach, right? I'd invested $155,000. And guess what? The day that I launched my first premium value offer, even though I didn't do it perfect, we made $400,000 in one single day. $400,000 in one single day. Let me ask you a question. Was investing that $155,000 into a coach, into a mentorship, into a program, was it worth it? Yes or yes? I mean, I made $400,000 in one day with this information. It was well worth the investment. Could you imagine the quantum leap if you're stuck at 50 to 70,000, if you're stuck under 6 figures per month, and then to all of a sudden in one day, boom, make 400,000? Like, my mind broke. I was like, what is happening right now? What? This is insane. And I'm telling you right now, friends, like, if you can really capture, if you can really grasp what I'm trying to share with you today, as far as the premium value offer, right? Like I said at the beginning of this training, before you can attract a premium value client who's willing to pay you thousands of dollars, you have to develop a premium value offer, and it has to be done in a way that is irresistible to them, right? You have to put it together in a way that's irresistible to where the front end perceived value of how rapidly I can receive a transformation is way, 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 way more than your price that you set, right? Than $5,000, $10,000, $20,000, whatever it is, right? And because, again, people are not trying to just pay for something that's worth it. They want to pay for something that's more than worth it. I really want to just bring you some value today in this training, because I wish somebody would have showed me. I wish I could have gotten to where I am now quicker. I wish I could have got to where I am now sooner, but I didn't have a mentor. I didn't have a coach. I wasn't willing to invest into my business at that level yet because I was too small-minded. I wasn't thinking correctly, right? At the beginning of this training, I asked you, imagine what it would feel like to finally break that 6 or even multiple 6 figures, maybe even 7 figures per month. Imagine what it would feel like to not be in that hamster wheel of like, how are we gonna do this? How are we gonna pay our bills? Imagine what it would feel like to finally learn the scaling systems that take you from being small to growing large, right? Like, imagine what that would feel like. But I have another question for you. Imagine what it would feel like if you didn't take action, if you didn't make a decision to change your business and your life forever. Imagine what that would feel like. What would happen if nothing else changed, right? You have got to put together some kind of premium value offer, man. You've got to start offering it to your people. So here's what I want to do for you guys. As we wrap up this training, I want to give you 3 simple steps on how you can build your premium value offer, okay? A couple of them will be a little bit of a recap here from what I've shared. A couple of them will be newer. Let's come back to the board. Check this out. How do you get started with your premium value offer? Okay, step number 1, this is really important. Talked about it earlier. More is not better, faster results are better, okay? Meaning, you've really got to focus on what are we gonna put inside of this premium value offer that can bring rapid transformation. Because like I said earlier, the people are not actually buying the offer. They don't get what's inside of the offer until they pay. So before they pay, all they get is a perceived value. So make sure that you are building the perceived value in their hearts, in their mind, in their eyes, right? Because they don't want to go through 849 modules, right? They want to know, will this work for me? How fast will it work for me, right? So number 1, more is not better, faster results are better. Number 2, this one's really practical. I didn't talk about this at all today. Okay, add a 0 to the price of your core offer. If it was me talking to me from 7, 8 years ago, I would have told myself, listen, that $1,000 product that you have, you should charge $10,000 for it. And I know most people are like, oh my gosh, $10,000, or maybe your core product is $500. Yes, I'm telling you, try to sell it for $5,000, taking the value that I've given you today, to not just like, you're gonna get this, you're gonna get this, but say, look, here's the transformation, here's how fast you can get it, and then simply just add a 0 to the back end. You will be shocked. You will be mind blown at how many people actually tell you yes when you simply raise your price. Think about this, right? If you were to buy a $500 car from someone in a back alley, right? You're not going to take very good care of it, right? Your bird's going to use the restroom on it. You know, if it's hailing outside, you're not, I got it for $500. Like, it's okay if the hail damage, you know, gets it. It's no big deal, right? But if you were to have a $500,000 Rolls Royce, you better believe that thing is staying in the garage, is being hand washed, right? No kids' crumbs are going to be in there. No, you cannot have Chick-fil-A in here, right? Like, you're going to take way better care of it. And perhaps one of the reasons why you're not able to sell higher ticket, more premium value offers is because you're priced too low, right? So I want to encourage you, stretch yourself. After you watch this training, go add a 0 to one of your higher end products, and then don't sell what you're going to get. Sell the transformation they're going to receive, and watch what happens, right? And number 3, this is probably the most, I mean, number 2 is super practical. Number 3 is the most practical thing that you can do. Yep. Go to the clients you already have and make them an offer. Remember what I said earlier in the training? Like, there's a reason why airplanes have business class. There's a reason why hotels have suites. There's a reason why certain restaurants, let's say Cheesecake Factory, for instance, okay? You go to Cheesecake Factory, they do have a $6 burger, but then they also have a $60 steak. Why do these airlines, hotels, restaurants, and many other businesses around the world, why do they offer something premium up there? Because the clients that already love them, there is going to be a percentage of them that just want the best. And if you don't have something that you can provide to them that is the best that you offer in your business, like I said earlier, the offer you don't make is the offer they can't take. So my encouragement to you, okay, go do these 3 things. Go bring a faster, more rapid transformation to people's lives. Stop trying to sell that you're going to get this and that and this, and it's included with this. No one cares, right? Show them I can help you this much, this fast, and it only costs this much. And if it's exactly what they want, they're going to be lined up out the door ready to pay you, right? Number 2, try adding a 0. Just raise your price. Raise your price. Believe in yourself enough. Understand that you are worthy to receive, especially if you've been doing the thing that you've been doing for years and years and years. You're worthy of people paying you to learn how to do it, right? The service that you provide, the products that you sell. Raise your price. What's the worst that can happen? People are going to tell you no. Well, if your product is $10, okay, just simple math. If your product is $10, okay, and you're like, well, we sell 3 of these a day, right? Like, what if I raise my price to $50? That's crazy. Well, guess what? If you're selling 3 $10 products a day, you only need 1 person to tell you yes in this situation, if your product's $50. And yes, you made less sales, but you made more profit, right? For the 1 person who tells you yes at 50, it covers the other 2 that told you no at 10. Does that make sense? So just try raising your price. You're worthy of it, right? And then the last thing here, guys, today, go to your clients that you already have. Like, take some of what I trained you to do today and go to the clients you already have and put together a premium value offer, make it available to them, and you will be shocked at how many of them say, yeah, I would absolutely love that. Just like the same way the airline's like, hey, who wants business class? And a bunch of people are like, we do. And the hotel's like, who wants the suite? And a bunch of people, we do. And Cheesecake Factory says, who wants the $60 steak? And there's a bunch of people that say, we do, even though there's a lot of people that say, I'm good in economy, I'm good in a normal room, I'm good with the $6 burger. Plenty of people will take you up on that premium value offer, but the offer you don't make is the offer they can't take.